The Homeland Security Secretary says the Chinese hacking campaign against our telecom system is still going on. Watch this.
You correctly describe this as a very, very serious matter. China has, in fact, hacked into our telecommunications providers, some of them. And the extent of it is quite serious. And I should say that in response to that, we have taken action. Just today, our Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency published mobile communications best practices that everyone should read.
Retired four-star General Jack Keane joins me now. General, don't we need a stronger response than a memo?
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about it. And we're not properly organized to deal with this. Let me state a couple of facts here. China is conducting cyber warfare as an instrument of their national power in a way that we've not seen before. Russia is also very good at it. China, as we know, has stolen historically significant amounts of our intellectual property that's averaging somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 billion a year. This is the greatest transfer of funding and property in history. Secondly, what is happening here, China is using cyber warfare to penetrate some of our critical infrastructure while we're at peace, to understand what the challenges are associated with it. We know for a fact if conflict breaks out in the region, Stuart, China will weaponize their cyber capability to attack the homeland in the United States. To do what? While conflict is going on with hard power, they will use this to penetrate our systems here, the electric grid, to shut down electricity. They will shut down oil and gas. They will go after our water supply. They will shut down major pharmaceutical companies so there's no distribution of drugs. Go into the finance and banking system to shut down our access to funding. What is the intent of that? The intent of that is to break the will of the American people, to force them to take a knee and force the government of the United States to capitulate. So hard power would be used where China dominates us in the Indo-Pacific region right now, and they would use cyber warfare to break the will of the American people at home. This is serious threat. It's serious business. The DHS secretary is understating how serious this is. We need a full disclosure to the American people what we're up against here.
Yeah. The other side of the coin is that Pentagon's warning about China's rapid hard power, military buildup. They said China's nearly tripled its nuclear arsenal since 2020. China's becoming more aggressive in the South China Sea. Got all of that. You know, General, we've talked about this before, but don't we need a significant increase in defense spending, which at the moment is not in the cards?
Yes, absolutely. Look, China is conducting the most rapid military buildup in history. And they have gone right past us in every category except submarines. I'm talking about ships, airplanes, offensive missiles, defensive missiles. The list goes on. Their defense industrial base can outproduce ours over the next 10 or 15 years. We're not even close to that. What we need to do is not go platform to platform with them, Stuart. We didn't go platform to platform with the Soviet Union, who outgunned and outmanned us. But we got to build up enough so that we impose cost on them. And they recognize, well, this is going to be too hard, and the doubt is in question whether we can succeed or not. That's where we got to be. We are not there now. And yes, we do need a defense buildup. But at the same time I say that, and by the way, all of our budgets for the 4 years under Biden have been flat, no growth. And that is absolutely reckless in doing that. We need a defense buildup, but we also need to change the defense business practices so that money is being spent effectively and we're not wasting it. Those two things have to happen together.
Got it. Now I'm going to change the subject for a moment. Turn to the war in Israel. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is reportedly holding high-level meetings with top security officials. They're trying to reach a ceasefire deal, apparently. Netanyahu just met with Adam Boehler, Trump's pick for special envoy for hostage affairs. It seems to be we're getting closer and closer to a hostage deal. Do you see it that way?
Yeah, I do, and my sources tell me the same thing. It seems to be quite different from the hype that was surrounding previous deals, and the deal was going to be solved, it's around the corner, it's close, et cetera, never happened. This seems to be the case, and I think it's largely having to do with Hamas. The new leadership there recognizes that the end is here for them. And they certainly want to survive themselves, frankly, and this is a way for them to survive. So hopefully this does take place. I believe the latest count of hostages that are still alive is around 48, and hopefully they'll also provide the remains of the other hostages that they have. Yeah, let's pray that this is really happening. It looks like it is, and certainly maybe we'll get some results here the next several days.
Now, that would be good news indeed. General Jack Keane, thanks for joining us, sir. We always appreciate it. See you again soon. Thank you.
Yeah, great talking to you, Stuart. Thank you.
Got it, General.